Welcome once again. I told you to expect anything from this channel, and what I want to make now is a purse. As I promised, I told you I will show you on how to make a purse. So that is what I want to do now with this my Ankara fabrics. So all you need to do now is to have your fabric, the two will be equal, and what I have here is 9.6.5, 9.6.5, 9 by 6.5. That is what you will need for your fabric. And you will need your zip, which is 9 inches. Your zip will be 9 inches, which I have here, 9 inches for my zip. And you will also need your collar gum for this work you want to do now. So let me go straight to the work. So what I will do now is to sew ½ inch from this point down to this part here. That's what I will do now, to sew ½ inch down. Let me go ahead to sew it. So what I will do now is to sew here, as I told you. So once you are done with this now, what you will do is to go ahead to trim off a bit of this fabric which you have as excess here, to trim it a bit. So when you are done trimming now, I will go ahead to iron press it open. So once you are done with opening your middle, what you need to do now is to cover it with your collar gum. So I'll go ahead to iron my collar gum. So once you have done that, putting your collar gum, there you go, turn it like this. Make sure you have your 6 inches maintained. I have my 6 inches, and make sure you have your 6 inches maintained. So I have my 6 inches here. So what I'm going to do next is to cut my lining for this, exactly like this, my lining. So let me go ahead and cut my lining. So I have cut out my lining exactly as I told you. So this is my lining which I want to use for my lining of this purse. So what I will do next now is to put this in place. You can go ahead to pin it down. Let me pin it down for you to see. So you can see the head of my zip. I turn it upside down like this. You can see the way I turned my zip. So I'm going to pin my zipper down. And also pin here down. So after doing this, I'll go ahead to sew. So I'll go ahead now to sew. So let's go to our work table. Let me show you how to go next. So after sewing this like this now, what you will need to do now is to take your lining and place it like this and stitch it down. So let's go and stitch it. So after stitching this, make sure you hold your line. Go ahead and stitch on your lining part. So let's go over to our work table. So once you are done stitching it like this, you can see. So what you'll do now is to take this to this other part now and stitch down. So once you're done stitching this other one down like this, what you need to do now is to bring this other part of your lining and put it like this and stitch. Hopefully you can see what I did. So bring it like this and stitch. It's very easy to make. So once you are done doing it like that, you're going to loosen up your zip. You can see me loosen up my zip. After losing my zip now, I'll go ahead to top stitch this part. So once you are done doing this, let's go back to our work table once again. Let me show you what to do next. So what I have here is 3 by 3, 3 by 3, and what I have here is 1.7 by 14, 1.7 by 14, 3 by 3. So what you are going to do for this 3 by 3 now is to fold here, press with your iron, fold here, press with your iron, then go ahead to fold like this. So we are going to stitch on this like this. While this one now, we are going to fold like this, and fold again to stitch on it down. So let's go to our work table. So when you're done with this, so once you're done sewing your straps, you turn this in, put your lining inward like this. So this is what we have. So at this point now, we are going to fix this our long strap now into this part. So it is going to be like this. When fixing, it should be like this. You can see. Then put it as the midpoint in between the two sides. Put it at the midpoint we have here. at the line we sewed when we first start our stitches. When we first start stitching, that first line we sewed, that is where the strap should sit. Make sure everything is at the middle. Put it in the middle. Middle. Right, so. You come to this other part. You can see what I did. Put it at the middle, the midpoint, the way we did for the other one. So once you are done this, trim up a bit. So let me come with my strap to pipe them. So my strap, which I have here, is 1.5 by width. That is what I have here, 1.5 by width. As I always tell you, when you are starting your sewing and ending it, make sure you back stitch so your stitch is tight when starting and when ending. So once you're done doing this now, what you'll do next is to make sure this sits. Just to make sure this sits, bring it like this. So you can see what I'm trying to do. So what I'm going to sew now, 1.5 inch. 1.5 inch. That is what I'm going to sew. Inch. I'm going to sew for both the four corners of this. Make sure this is sitting at the midpoint in between. Then before you sew your 1.5 inch. Ready to do this part also. You can see how I'm folding it. Coming again to show you. You can see how I'm folding it. 1.5 inch. You can see. So after trimming out, go ahead to pipe them back. So to cut the long story short, go ahead to do this for the both first strip. Let me do this second one for you to be cleared on what I did before we go ahead and do this the rest off camera, because I don't want to take much of your time. This note, after doing it like this, how to pull off this zip, it gets hard when doing this, so I want to show you an easy way of taking off your zip. You just find the head of your zip like this, so you can see. If you don't do it like this, it will be an easy run for you. very hard run, sorry to say. It will be a hard run, but this made it easy like this. So you can see what we have been making. This is what we got. So go ahead and give yours a try on how to go about this. So just go ahead to follow the procedures. You can see the inside, very neat. So thank you everyone for watching. You can put this inside your hand. Thank you all for watching how to make this post, and see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.